the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
For lawyer and the appear could be our chama wontumi the lawyer na anje say wontumi asema e baaye na wom edi ho akoniaba e court e ba koba na anje say oman ne mu obia e ka de omope na asofo no bi eye prophet roja enso e be kan ye say wo hu se chama wontumi anje say nakopon adanadi e de ache no se chama wontumi agele ni 15 years obia akade ope enei attorney general abawonten abekasa say one any evidence against chama wontumi I just say omo bigina so ade agye ye wontumi enti enei no chama wontumi bibia aban no ade ne nsa to so aban no agye ye bia no wo mo esa ade wontumi ade ebe man back na eno no aye chama wontumi a lawyer aye honorable andi apia kubi ena nje say what is handsome way ebe tuga na what you say baby a case no akwakodu no nti no obi a o keka Nsem-Pii about aye case no ni nyina nya no na chama wontumi so say no judge abu say Attorney General any ND7 anything against a wontumi the case no make us say ya bua case no the match am wontumi ansa na ye bekwa kotie and ya pia kopi on one nsem on two ben bi
dominion me da sidedi kan na chia wati fo no de tosunu ni se enu na ye kokotu na ya file motion say Attorney General witness statement or their 7 years. Now witnesses na kase chairman wontumi ne de assassin ma omo say omo nkoye galamsey na afi so atuni fundi bi omo de ye galamsey no bo ho ba no chairman wontumi ne de ama omo na mum atunu akondie no police for a ready site or omaji dina could keep police for anti kata by nese Attorney General o my kata jina so omo kasete ma wontumi na di assassino ama nkrofo ko galamsey no prosecution witnesses no almost statement amoka no ana say akunta man say chama wontumi company no ene de asase ama sa prosecution witnesses no omo kasa no na fesu so setu no omo koje tu bi na say wo principal assembly etu de tiseka yehudia na wari register wo be enti say etu bi say akodi principal hodia na esese principal ritimi hu di pakura dia na omu kire ti so mu sa nyina so no omu famra na moye mi so prepare kwaye be fa so defend chama wontumi na enu ano ye koye mu shi ni ade ma kasa hu ni ade nyina no de kosia ni se Attorney General say omu ni krata bia wo hodmo omu gina so kasa chama wontumi agina so dia ma sankrofo no amoye prosecution witnesses no na omuni krata bia so ekikire se akunta minds ogira so de ama obi so onkoye galamsey afeso etu no a ye ka ho asem no omuni krata bia ekire se chema wontumi na de etu ama obia na chema wontumi etu ne ye dia etia de ekosi ye no enti no court no se sadia na chese de ma ye bisa no ehu hia enti de surprisingly the woman say so almost sadia ni hodia na sadia no ye kai o ye kwedimi omutimi nyina so empambo chema utimi kwadu enti kwanya ombefa so a ombe kire se chema utimi na de asasi ama omu no omu no mba be kire sise de krata bia sɛ ni ho enti Ghana mmerɛ mu no ɛkwan yɛ fa so de sasima nipa no eduru ho a yɛbɛka ho asɛm.
Mate. But council, I believe sir now one of the charges and that's a subo ba ko the ball chairman is what transfer interest e dia kwakoma witness meboa.
Sapepepe. Na ɛkwan yɛ fa so transfer interest no sɛ kwa fufuo bi ho a yɛnnim no wɔ mmara mu de a eduru ho a ɔmo na ɔmbɛkyerɛ yɛn mmara mu no deɛ bia yɛnnim ne sɛ opɛ sɛ wode asase ɛma obi a yɛyɛ ho krataa ebi a yɛse lease ebi a yɛse sub lease ebi a yɛse assignment ne nyinaa wɔ kwan yɛn ɛfa so tworo no na bɛhwɛ a bɛka sɛ na yɛn bi ɛwɔ parliament na yɛnim sɛ nneɛma si bitumi asisi ɛno nti sesei koraa deɛ Land Act 2020 no ɛsɛ saa krataa no a yɛgyina so ma yɛde asase hyɛ obi nsa no a deed of gift you ɛdeɛ ɛsɛ sɛ lawyer de twerɛ ɛnti sɛ kane no bio na sɔwe bitumi twerɛ anaasɛ nipa biara tumi twerɛ no sesei no mmara no kyerɛ sɛ krataa bi saa de interest in land be transfer SSL lawyer de tro enti you could do ho na se kata bi any idea na ekwaye be fa so a e prove say obi de asase ama obi no edru ho na omo be kire ai different from the ni mo mrem no edru ho no mo kire
and the council say going forward no what can you say minimum quite yes a case management conference. What does it mean for a year case this is in then you expect a year quite
case management no and it's a crata with the abeda court no begin so the about chairman wontumi kwadu eno na ye ko hwehwe mu say crata eno anu no nipa do say na beye prosecution witnesses and not those saying and will be here with the bear Dimano and in Kata no you begin a soul exhibits near the bear verification near G near to Emma Timia Queen Senia and the bear one was said at the full few. And the case management, you know, I say, if you're quite in the first assembly, and character business so, estimates a business so, witnesses a bail, and Casa cry, the big man, the symbol fools, say, you, and
some Asian a yellow binum, and that's some Asian a lobby for close to about 2 hours. Maybe I bet that's in Yanano. Not just say, Utumus a day, no more can ho. Omo ka de be that just Nsem-Pii no entry and 10 time yet right after 3 o'clock I hear force you asia the lobby miss close to 2 hours Nsem-Pii no cancel awie minority no so obo mpene ne empene ochina now next line of action say minority and some omo kan brashe bidwafie and they say omo be fight easy no with injunction any about one time ma easy special date no biano almost bepre so the injunction ebeto so sada say omo aye omo adwe and so almost your next line of action ne ebeko so eno no enti yeguso a ye monitor na once they do apologize for be technical bench and as technicians ye mfidie no ho adwuma bi it's quite unfortunately there it's still ongoing sound brashe bidwafie eho ehuru pa enye asem ketwa na bakacha say NPP so as a party NPP so address media no and almost any abre say hwe brew na ye kodo boko sa no all right it sound na aba sound na opachire all right sound na abade na ebia nana kwame ubetumi
Speaker, I'm further fortified under 93.1 to make this statement for and on behalf of the minority caucus. Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity to make this statement on a matter that strikes at the core of our constitutional order and the integrity of parliamentary democracy. Speaker, yesterday, the 8th of December 2025, you declared the Kwandai parliamentary seat vacant. Respectfully, this decision has generated a profound concern not only among members of this House. The Speaker, yesterday, 8th December 2025, you declared the Kwandai parliamentary seat vacant. Respectfully, so Speaker, yesterday, the 8th of December 2025, you declared the Kwandai parliamentary seat vacant. Respectfully, this decision has generated profound concern not only among members of this House, but across the nation because of its apparent inconsistency with the binding procedural rules governing the effects of application for stay of execution. Speaker, it is now threats that where an application for stay of execution is pending for determination, any proceeding for execution of the judgment shall be stayed for the period. The Speaker, this is why the event on 24th November 2025 are so important. On that day, you delivered a ruling in response to an application from the majority chief whip, requesting that the Kwandai seat be declared vacant. Speaker, in your own reasoning, you recorded clearly and publicly relying on these very procedural rules and affirmed this binding nature. This same inconsistency was seen in the Honorable James Kwaji matter during the 8th Parliament, where you strongly maintain that Parliament must not act while a stay of application is pending. Speaker, with respect, the question that naturally arises is, why has the principle changed? What explains the abrupt departure from the binding reasoning you articulated on 24th November 2025? Why does the stay rule apply in one circumstance but not the other, particularly when the factual and procedural posture is virtually identical? So Ghanaians are asking, and we in this House must also ask, is this because Honorable Matthew Nyendam is a member of the New Patriotic Party? The Speaker, the law does not discriminate. The law does not bind or stiffen binding on whether an NPP or NDC member stands before it. The impartial and consistent application of procedural rules is a bedrock of the rule of law and the credibility of this House. If Parliament begins to act as though legal rules are optional, binding on some days and dispensable on other days, then we risk sliding into a dangerous culture of political tit for tat, where each majority and minority merely waits for its turn to get even. Speaker, such a path fractures confidence in this institution and threatens the stability of our democratic order. Mr. Speaker, today it may appear expedient for one side. Tomorrow, the rules may reverse. If we abandon principle today, we leave the future Parliament with a trail of inconsistency that invites retaliation, weakens the authority of Speaker's chair, and erodes public trust. Mr. Speaker, we must do better. And this House must do better. And we must act better. Let us commit ourselves to principle leadership, to procedural fidelity, and to the understanding that this House is a guardian, not a manipulator of the law. Legitimacy of Parliament depends on our consistency. The legitimacy of Parliament depends on our consistency, and we can't do otherwise. And consistency depends on our willingness to obey not our political impulses, but the clear dictates of the law. Speaker, we strongly submit that the letter that was filed to the Electoral Commission.
That was a year Frank Ano Dompre and then Nsem-Pii or Dituja ewo brashe bidjefi ho no. Now when they just a minute or two yenya feel of a chanting and answer a yuma normal to the day no third term for a year Bahama any day kakrana na hunye na koso ewo brashe bidjefi ene due iti ene dom kumano na cheso obwani abre baako omo ehuro gentro na chese baako nso no omo chante ma Jerry Ahmed ne Habib Idris omo nso hwe se edu baabi na afi na omo calm down tempers but tutum se the minority no nso eni abre se omo ent na ho be yemfa wei endi omo nua Matthew Yindam eti na kwame so betumi asa yi video no amabe with the sound na ahwefo ehu exactly near a course so these are excerpts of their course so ewo brashe bidjefi ho na ene near course so edono na makachi was a minority na ewo brashe bidjefi no omuso omo de omo hwe se easy bekoso na why na adwene se obekọ akoto abana omo no omo entiase omo ebekọ court akọ injunction because motion for stay of execution and no other ho and a motion for certiorari and no Supreme Court and a bekano and also eda ho nti no omo emple ma easy enkotoaba ewo pandai ho and then sana minority no so eka say you know the emra and MPP party no a press conference omo say the emra na be adwuma na baabia President Mahama edi o my Ghana ekono ase o hwe ahye ebufuo kakra nti eno no so omo aye press conference omo ehwe se empo but okay lawyer etnasi lawyer ababedu a lawyer etnasi nti ene yebehwe na yebra sansem nyina na another one and then what is a minority no can no third term for Mahama and some men omo nyina ne say President John Dramani Mahama why na dwene say opposite state institutions ni nyina no ochi omo ehye di bottom or the Chief Justice there ehye na afe wa boawura judiciary num law courts num nyina epeso ochi omo edihye omo bottom na ade oye nyina no calculated attempt se empo no ebia ono edbobo modiana odiaba be digana so asay democracy no and sansem no ehunwum na no to no brashe bdwafie no na say so hwe de ekwa anopai miami nua bema Ishak Cheibrobe on the morning show a drop hint na say one prophet Roger Ghana for hoahoa no kakrenti no na ne ho teno wa hu ayi ene o kire am ya aduma sa ade we say ebeto aso a wa hu ade bia wa hu vision next year 2026 parliament be bibi na chese Mahama third term no omo ahwe na ono no de ohwe free next year no ene be hyase aka ne nsam ran ene ko Ghana web ube hu Kwame A+ Kwame Asare Obey ensema all kaso do kontiase say President John Dramani Mahama ekro can say third term no kra no kra onko saa asɛm na President Mahama kan ɔno no kra no ontiase enti every baby ewo ma na obi abe drop hint bi no obi abe drop hint na say obo test polls na hwɛ say empo President Mahama what shall say with Chief Justice and then say Electoral Commission all say opian every ho and the petition aba no the side where Electoral Commission as state institutions thing in an all boy remuno dabaina all patchere and then minorities in no third term for Mahama because he say no wo hwa de no any documents be leaky na wo hwa de no din a wotumu say one shot obo yo madwe say third term no de ebeba so obi beka say President Mahama ka so no de third term no ono no de onye interested on go bi me am tell me trust President Mahama men trust President Mahama na say de yo beka kire Ghana for say ade no kra de chief IGP de no